Hello and welcome to another episode of Low Tech Health. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge. Tonight, it is Let's Talk Tickers on Taco Tuesdays, and we're wrapping up this evening with a very intentionally late episode. We are discussing recovery and intentional recovery, intentional acts. Where do we get in the most trouble? With interactions with people. Unintentional. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to snatch the paper out of your hand. I didn't know that it would bother you if I took your plate while you're eating ham. But it did. You may have not intended to hurt their feelings by cleaning up or taking the paper, but we have. I've been off for a good 2 weeks or so, I think, and I have to go to work this week. I have a few more days, one more podcast on top of this one. And I want to be as intentional as possible with it. But I don't want to work. I don't like it. I don't think where my intentions are directed are gaining the most monetary value for me. I am beginning to question how much money I'm making for the big guys, while I'm being taxed at an exorbitant rate to the point where I could put in overtime every week and still only make about $2,000 more at the end of the year due to taxes and the amount taken for more work. There's no cap. The more I work, the more I'm taxed. There's no limit to it at this point. So my intention is to figure out how to better suit myself and the ones around me to account for this tax and to hopefully utilize the nation's tax codes to avoid this exorbitant rate, of which I gain little to no benefit, as I have no government programs making sure I'm supplied with anything at all. Sit here watching GoldenEye, watching other people's podcasts, giggling to myself, going wondering, what am I doing? Am I relaxing? What is my intention at this moment? Am I talking tickers? Am I able to do a podcast to reach people and to explain anything? What is my intention to explain health care-wise this episode? Well, the product of health is a national crisis, because illiteracy does not just harm the one who's illiterate, but it hurts everyone around them. We need to wear masks, because this little bugger has a weaponized effect, and that viral load plays a large part in its severity. Man, they used to like slap and throw women around in the 90s, these golden eyes. It's ridiculous. You just grab women and just shake their head off their shoulders. Jesus. Crazy. Pierce. And let's talk tickers. Taco Tuesdays. I don't think our heart's in the right place when we agree to treat emergencies. But not everything that we know will lead up to it. We have to educate our public. We have to make it cool to be literate about your health. Because there's no one who can talk tickers better than you can to you. To find where your heart is. Why it's palpitating and beating out of your chest. And you reach down to tie your shoes. America, we're out of shape. And I'm not just talking about our mass indices. I'm talking about our intention. We have no intention to shape our youth as literate, educated folk who will protect America's interests of ingenuity and the ideology that we will adapt and overcome. Because right now we're just getting smushed by left versus right, forgetting right versus wrong is. When you shape up,